All right, good morning guys. Day 5, here we go. This is gonna be a big one. Pretty excited about moving past the stuff that kind of slowed us down yesterday and be able to just knock some stuff out today. So plan is get to welding on this frame, get that axle out of there, and by the end of the day we'll have that actually bolted in solid where we want it. Not gonna move it again. So that'll be pretty cool. We got our drive lines ordered, so that's a done deal, or we should have it first part of next week. And we'll start moving along here, get our radiator pack in, kind of button up that front end. I'd like to get the hood put back on it. Before we put the hood on, we're gonna mess with these current suspension that's on it. We'll get all that ripped out. We'll do probably break it down to 1.5 leaf to go with the air ride kit. That way we get it set down the way we want it. And then after that we can set the hood on it and kind of get a visual as far as that goes. We need to get our steps back on now that our transmission's in. We need to get those bottom steps on because we're gonna want those to be sandblasted and painted with the rest of the frame. So we'll get that done, and yeah, should be a good day. Got some big plans, but I don't know. We've been burning the candle at both ends all week. We'll probably run pretty late tonight. It's Friday night. I'm gonna tell all the guys when they get here to go home and take their wives out to dinner. So hopefully we can get a bunch done today, go take the wives out to dinner, so they know we do actually love them more than we do these trucks. But these things, especially a build like this, it takes so much of our time and away from our families. But we'll do everything we can today, go take care of the girls for dinner, and then we'll hit it again first thing tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes today. Busy day, quick update. Andrew and Tayden have been working on the front end here, and they got their leaves changed out, new bushings, and we went with 1.5 leaf. Okay, so you cut the bottom, one, so you only have 1 leaf coming out the back. When you do that, you make sure you round the leaf where the top one will hit, so it's not a sharp breaking point. Anyway, so they got started on that to try and set this truck down. And while they were doing so, our buddy Rudy's package showed up today. Rudy, After Dark Creations. He builds the best air ride kit there is on the market for the old A models. His air ride kit is 100% bolt on. The A models is a little easier just because there's so many bolts that are in that front nose piece. But literally, we will bolt that kit in, no drilling, no cutting, and fixing to find out where this thing's gonna sit. So pretty cool. And then down here, we've got the other side welded up. If you can see all the holes that we're not gonna use, we actually took a 1-inch drill bit and drilled those out about halfway through the aluminum so that we can get more penetration on the weld. Gives you more penetration, it lets the gas for the welder kind of create a better little pull there and makes for better welds. So any hole we're filling, we've gone through and drilled out that way. And I'll give you a quick update. Here on this side, these are holes that have already been drilled and welded, and then he comes back and grinds them off, and then we'll putty over them, and you'll never even know they were there. So these are all welded up already, and essentially you just weld it right up. These bigger ones we will actually weld, and then we'll come out and we'll hit those on the bottom or the back side as well. So that's why we do that. Coming along, we're almost done with one side. Get to welding on the other side while these guys set this thing down. These guys just set this thing down on its own weight, pulled the jacks out, and sitting pretty dang nice. Here's the flex on those springs. Got a little negative arch on the single back one. As soon as we get this After Dark Creations bag in there, we'll see. Probably won't be all the way up against the stop on the bag still. So, but overall, looks killer. I love the stance. That right there, the truck is sitting perfectly level. Which looks amazing. I don't know what it is about dropping a truck down. As soon as you do, man, it just gives a whole nother look. So, way cool, way exciting. We're gonna get the bags installed. Just notice this thing's also got 11R 24.5s on it. We're gonna do low pro 24.5, so we'll drop it another 1.5 to 2 inches. But yeah, gonna be killer. Really happy with the way it sits.
The product of a small town, rowdy southern draw crowd, muddy water, mason jar, lightning in our veins. Riding 5-9 Cummins on hand-me-down lanes, sipping on cold blue cans. Got our sunshine babies in the shotgun seats, rocking that Panama tan. Take a left turn past a white church to a little piece of heaven on dirt, where shit gets out of hand and it damn sure hits the fan. We're the product of a small town, rowdy southern drawl.
All right, here we are into day 5. Got a lot more done today than we did yesterday. Things kind of worked in our favor today. Also, probably pretty helpful. I told the guys if we got lots done, we could go home early and take the girls out. And turns out that's a pretty motivating factor for the entire crew, myself included. Wyatt, that does not go for you. You have to stay. Nobody needs you going anywhere. But all in all, good day. We got lots done. Just a quick overview. Tayden and Andrew got the front suspension done. The air ride is installed and completed. So After Dark Creations, look up Rudy. He's phenomenal at what he does, but that right there is going to give this truck the stance that we were looking for all along. Got the radiator mounted, getting real close to being able to install that hood. So here's a pretty good view of the stance here. Looks great. I can't wait to see it with the tanks on it and the steps on it. But we got most of the welding done in the frame rail in the back. We've got a little bit more cleanup welding to do, a little bit on the inside of the frame. So it'll be tomorrow before we get that second axle bolted in, and hopefully we just do that one time and we don't have to come back to that anymore. So started installing the box, or the step on the box under the cab. Give you a pretty good idea what that'll look like. So yeah, all in all, not a bad day. Got quite a bit done today. We should be able to start putting all bunch of new parts on tomorrow. Once we get that suspension finished up and the welding done. It's very time consuming to weld up all those holes, grind them all off, but tomorrow we'll be able to finish out that suspension and start adding parts again. We're gonna get the hood on. We can start putting new parts on the cab area, the lights, the visor, stuff like that. We do have to get it up and running and drive in before we can take it into sandblast, but every day is a little bit better. Got quite a bit done today, and I'm sure these boys will come back to work tomorrow, everybody in a better mood as well. So see you guys tomorrow.
Right up to the small